Hello guys, happy Friday. Hello. Very well, and you guys, how are you? Um, the person with the double zero as the username. Was it your name, Wei, or something like that? I remember you told me your name. Oh, I'm glad. Mahek, yeah. I know it was with an M. But I said, wait, why? It's just that I remember when you told me, I wrote it down on, it was last year, and I wrote it down on a different notepad. So I don't have it here, but I remember I wrote it down when you told me. That was, oh, okay, I remember her. Here is, I believe a storm is coming. Yesterday it was raining all day, and I believe it's going to continue like this. So yeah, I will try my best to do a live stream without interruptions, but I don't know, guys, because it is looking. Yesterday we had the power went out, so I have a lot of Asian artists. I believe I have 10. Not 10 the artists, I have 10 artists in total. Um, I have a Japanese singer, Gackt. It's Gackt, but it ends with a T. Mike D'Angelo, a Thai actor. Wo Yun Shi. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Then I'm going to leave the timestamps and the names because I'm sure I'm butchering the names. Then another Shukai. These two people, Bride Vachirawit and Sheng Naishin, supposedly they are in a relationship, so I'm going to pull cards for them. Then for the actor YangYang, a personality reading, I'm going to do dynamic between C and partner Nunew Chawarin. I cannot even understand my handwriting. I'm so. Then I have a member of the group, Japanese group One OK Rock, Takahiro Moriuchi, Xiao Zhan, and Ado. Yeah, I don't know when you did the Vada Kai reading, but it was raining a lot. Yeah. Yeah, Bright and Nene. Ah, but I don't have a Nene in here. I have Bright and Shen Naishin. Is it his partner? Then I have another that is Nunew Chawarin. Maybe that's what you call Nene. Okay. Oh my God, yes, please guys help me because if I'm making a mistake, then help me. Is the same person? So I wrote it twice? So Sheng Naixin is this Nene person? Because I know that for Bright, it was requested a relationship reading. Sorry guys that everyone call him Nene. Call her Nene. Okay, okay, okay. Then okay. Okay. Then when I start reading, I'm going to write down the names. Yes, I always get confused with all English names, nicknames, and actual birth names of the actors. Yeah, and also it's very complex to read it because it's a mix of, it seems like it's a Spanish, but it's not. It's like a mix of, they are very long names, and that's what I believe an attribute. Sorry guys that I'm making this sound to drink it. But I'm excited to read for these people. Like, I feel a huge wave of new energy. It's okay. It's ASMR. Also, before we start, I want to address this. That I wasn't planning on doing this, to be honest, but I believe it. I'm going to do it for the people that really they come across my readings or they are part of the community, part of the channel, and that they notice something in the way I talk or maybe the words I use. Because yesterday I had a very disrespectful message. Someone wrote a comment on the last live stream that I did, being very disrespectful about, I guess they were bothered because in the Junhain reading I would call him the guy. You know that I usually have this tendency. It's not just with him. I have the tendency of saying the guy. For me, saying the guy is like saying the man. This person is like a word that I use a lot. First of all, because I'm not fluent in English. So whenever I grab a word or a phrase that I feel comfortable with, and I feel like you guys know because of the tone that I use, you know that I don't do it to be dismissive or just being, I don't know, just treating the person with disrespect. I don't do that. I say the guy because I feel it like it's a very informal way to say, it's like the guy, the man for me is like an informal way to call him or to call all the other male artists. But I don't know. I think that I'm very open and willing to take criticism. If it's constructive, if it's like, okay, from a place of I notice you use that word a lot. Can you please change it? Or you should try to amplify your vocabulary. I'm not a native. I don't speak in English natively. I do what I can with my language. And I believe the people that know me, they know what I'm talking about. I know it's not easy because I usually use the same words or I hold on very tight to the words that I know, but I try to make myself understood. But under no circumstance I try to be like I say it with the tone of being disrespectful towards an actor, towards an artist. First of all, if I wouldn't like the person, I wouldn't be reading for them. I have that policy. If I don't like someone, I don't like an artist, I don't know how I feel. Like I usually don't pull cards for the person because I also have the choice to be like, for this I'm not going to read. And in the case of Jung I love him so much. Like I love his work. I respect. I'm a huge fan of all the series that he has been in and movies as well. And it also like it makes me it makes me a bit sad to see that he gets these cards that are very challenging, and definitely the cards are speaking, and the cards show me something that I cannot be just like bringing toxic positivity into a tarot reading. If I see that something is not right, if I see that there's a continuation, if there's something that the cards keep telling me, like, there's a lot of challenges, there seems to be something here, I have to say it like the way I see it. I don't sugarcoat things because I believe that the audience that is watching me is not children, it's mature people. So, I don't sugarcoat. Just like I don't sugarcoat with my clients, I don't sugarcoat for anyone. Like I try to be as honest as possible. And I also get carried away by what I see in the moment. And it can happen with my bias, the artist I love the most, and it can happen with anyone. But under no circumstances I would be having something against Jung Hain. And I believe that there were also people joining that comment and will be like, oh, maybe is it because she doesn't like the shippers? She doesn't like that he is shipped with Jesus? I don't have anything. Like, you can ship whoever you want. It's your perception. It's your perception. But when you enter a place where you are like, oh, you are being unprofessional, and also like saying and sort of implying that I hate the actor, I don't like the actor, that I do this on purpose, that is because I don't like him that I get bad cards. I just don't know how to navigate that situation with someone like this, with such aggressiveness in the comment. Such aggressiveness, because definitely it's not someone that is trying to be critical, that is like, you are sort of saying that word a lot, and it sort of sounds like, it doesn't sound good when you say it. Okay, I will try to modify it and find another word. But if you sort of imply another things about my person and the way I work, and that I wasn't being professional, like, I don't know, guys. I think that those people, you have to, get very far away from the community. Actually, I don't want them here, but, to sort of like go that far to be like, oh, you must be like this, and the reading must be like this because you don't like the guy, because, and he is like this and like this. Like, that's totally, like, first it's out of place, because first you would have to ask me, like, if there's something wrong, do you have an issue with him? I don't know the guy, but what I know about him, I respect him and I love his work. Actually, I have been watching his work for a very long time, and I like the way he acts. Just like the way I like other actors and I respect their work. I respect all artists that are active in the industry and that are working, and they deserve respect. They deserve, I hope that they always get positive cards, but if they don't, and if there's also a pattern in this, I cannot change it. I cannot, because there's a reason why he or other people get these challenging cards, or cards that talk about not being satisfied or feeling a certain way. It's human. It's human condition. It's not that we are always meant to be like 20 24/7 we're supposed to be happy and splendid. You know, we go through things. So, but that's not up to me. It's what I get in the cards. It's not personal. It's also common for English speaker to say the guy is not disrespectful. Yeah, like I was like, okay, maybe my mistake is that I say the word a lot and I say it very often because I usually watch like the TikToks that I do about other male idols or male, and I say that word a lot, but I say it like as if I was saying like the boy, the man. You know, it's not to be disrespectful, like not at all. Not at all. But you know, this is what I was like, you have to be like really negative to get to the point of, first of all, feeling triggered because I say the guy. And I'm like, what is going on? Yeah, like saying the dude, the man, a relaxed manner. Yeah, I say it in a relaxed manner. And I'm sorry, I struggle with fluency in English sometimes, but I do my best. Like I do my best. And if I wouldn't like the artist, I wouldn't be pulling cards for them. I wouldn't. Yeah, but it was so like so disrespectful and so aggressive. Like I cannot believe like people just like put that in a comment section. But you know, the other day I was talking with a colleague of mine that she is a tarot reader, and she's also a psychologist. She a psychologist and a psychiatrist. Um, and she is from Russia, so you know she also has a strong accent, you know, but we sort of understand each other. And we were talking about, you know, she also has like a YouTube channel, and we were talking about projection. You know, she was telling me about how people in the comment section sometimes they project. They project, you know, they sort of see something that you do or say, and it's like, oh, you're doing this because this, and actually it has nothing to do with it. It comes from another place that it's from the person, you know, it's personal. But I think that definitely the disrespect, the being disrespectful is not, you know, it shouldn't be tolerated. Like the disrespect, like it's not the way. It's not the way. And also to make assumptions about myself and the way I work, my own way to deal with the cards. Like, well, I only want to say this so people that maybe listen to me saying the guy, you know, if I say this for your bias, please don't get offended. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. It's just like a word that I use very often to talk about them. Yeah. So how are we doing with the Hyde situation? Any update besides the screenshots and me hitching press conference? Thank you, Yashoda. Yeah, I know. It's just that then I was reflecting. I was like, okay, I have to sort of bring it up. So maybe if other people feel uncomfortable that I use that word a lot, I will let them know that I don't do it to sort of be like, oh, yeah, that person. No, I actually say it as an informal way. Like, oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, and talk about professionalism. I have been reading cards for so many years. Like, it's not, and I don't want to go to the point of being like, I'm always right. But there's a reason why I have a system when I read. First of all, I have a sort of a schedule. I'm always here. I try to be always present. I try to read for everyone of your favorite. So when someone talks about being professional, I'm like, what are you talking about? Like you definitely, like, you had been observing what you want to observe, because I don't know. I think that I never had someone in the community being like, Vanessa, you say the guy a lot, and it bothers me that you call him that. Also, why would I disrespect, first of all, someone that I don't know, and second of all, someone that I really like. I like Junhei. It's just that I don't read. I personally choose not to read for him that often. First of all, because sometimes last year I got some cards about him, so I was a bit worried. I was like, what is going on, energetically? So I didn't want to go that deep. But I knew he was going through something. And now this year I also get this. So I'm like, maybe sometimes we should just say what we see and just moving on. I don't want to expand on it because maybe this is about boundaries. Maybe it's not the right time to be reading for him. He needs his time. He is going through, like, some people, like, there's someone in the comment section that she left a very accurate interpretation of the tower and her own perspective about what the tower that he got at first, what it meant for her, and she was so accurate. Like, I agree 100% with. You see, that kind of interaction is the one that is so rich for me. To see someone that is like, for me that card means this, and I take it. When the person sort of gives it a depth. Now, when I say that this person gives me this vibe, and I see, for example, I see someone and I'm like, no, this is not that person. I can be wrong. But also, while I'm reading the cards, there must be a reason why I say that I think and I believe is not someone that we know, is someone new. Or is someone that we had never seen before in a reading for someone. Like, I feel the need, like the internal need to say it out loud, to sort of be like, if you have someone in mind, it's not that person. And that also is not a win. It's not just me being petty or just being selective and being like, guys, like, as if we were chatting, just like informal, like, that's not the guy you think. No, I say it because I feel it energetically while I'm reading. And what I say is information. What I say is information. I'm not playing here. The cards that I get and what I say, this is why I think that people are so vain sometimes about watching tarot readings. Because it's like, what I said in the video or what I'm saying here that you're watching me is the interpretation. We can be funny together, we can laugh, we can talk about a lot of things. But while I'm shuffling and I'm like making the spread and I'm interpreting it, I'm being serious. So, I think that sometimes people confuse us. They think that it's up to me, that it's something that just came out in my mind. And I just say it because, I have favoritism. I have favoritism between these people. I like more these people than these people. And no, not at all. That's being unprofessional, to have favoritism or to have a preconception. I cannot have preconceptions once I enter a reading. This is why when people comment in a video of mine and it's like, I think that person that you saw is this person, I'm like, good for you that you were able to see it. And of course, take it. If you believe it is, just take it. Take it. It's your information, it's your interpretation. But that's not going to change what I said in the reading. What I said, the words are sacred, guys. Once someone says something in a reading, it's dead. And it's unchangeable. Hey, Hope, they think you can change their future. Yeah, and also it's not personal. You know, sometimes when I say, you know, it happens to me with clients that when they ask me about their ex, you know, and I pull cards and I'm like, you know, I see an important someone. You know, there's someone in here in the reading that is showing up if they have this attribute. I get the feeling that this person is new, that you haven't met this person before. And they instantly, there's some people that are like, could it be my ex? And at that moment when they ask me, the answer that I say is what I'm feeling and channeling in the moment. I say yes or I say no. Or I could say maybe. And I could pull more cards to see if they want to ask about their ex. I will pull cards. But not every client is eager to see their exes coming out in the reading all the time. They want new people. They want new faces. Sometimes there's people that the ex comes out all the time. And I do say it. I do say it because I'm like, since I read for them before, I'm like, I recognize this person. I know this person, I've seen it before, this suit, this character. But it's all very instantaneous, guys. It's all very instantaneous. It's not something that it's not a plot that I create. Neither to satisfy some people, nor to get them angry at me. Is I would say my intuitive process and work with the cards. But I think that I think that people are like, oh, that you say, that you saw is not like that, you know, because other readers saw something like this. And this is something that I'm like, you know, maybe you're watching too many tarot readings. Because it doesn't matter how many tarot readers you have watched. What do you choose? What do you choose to believe? Like, because you have the option as an audience, you have the option. Just like I understand that maybe this person that wrote this comment, they just don't like me and they don't like the way I read the cards, and that's great. But just to leave a very aggressive comment, you know, that's when they cross the line, and that's when it definitely shows that they are not here to be part of something. They just want to, you know, get their favorites and see like, okay, what does this one has to say about them? You know, and it's like you already made up your mind. You already in your mind. I believe they know his life probably. They already have their vision, like who he is, what he's about, what he's going through, if he's married, if he's single, if he has children, if he doesn't have children, if he has a lover, they already have it in their unconscious. So why do you go to tarot readings? You know, in here we do much more than just like, you know, talk about cards. You know, we talk about ourselves. This is a sacred place for us. So hey, Chedam. Just saw it, reminds me of the whole Lisuman nephew drama. Remember? This is so silly, I can't take these people seriously. About the person that is asking about Jenny and 17 Wuxi, I will pull cards for them on Wednesday, next Wednesday, because today I have a very long list. And also, I'm going to write it down. 17 Wuxi and Jenny. And also the other day I read for Jenny and Zico, so I want to leave a bit of time between readings, you know, to not go that much with her energy that often. But yeah, I'm going to read for them on Wednesday. Hey Mimi, welcome. Yeah, I love Wuxi. I love Wuxi. And I love Jenny. Like, Jenny was amazing today, guys. I loved the song. I had been listening to it a lot of times. Like, it's so cool. I love it. This is what we need, guys, from the K-pop scene. We need music. We need music and fun interactions between artists. This is what we need. Like, I think that we are just stepping so far away from what it should be, us enjoying something, you know. I think that it's getting too personal, it's getting too invasive, you know. We are getting sort of sucked in drama of people that, you know, like I tell you, don't choose a side. They are rich, they have power. There's other people in parts of the world that are suffering, you know. So I think that to put attention on these two rich people, like, but I understand people worry about the artists. Like, I'm not going to read for the groups because I know there's someone that was like, oh, can you read for BTS 17 and all the artists of Hyde or whoever of the company and Big Hit. First of all, I don't read for BTS. BTS is in the military, leave BTS, energy rest. But there's no need, guys, to pull cards for the girls, for the other groups. They are going to be okay. This is something about these two. Just trust what I said in the reading. Just wait. Wait for this whole thing to be over. Then, when this is over, we can pull cards. But because the same thing is happened with SM. When SM and the CEO and Lee Soo-man and the other CEO and the nephew, and each week was like, oh, what is going on? What is going on with the artists? And the artists are trying to get back to work, guys. So I think that sometimes it's like let's life happen. There's no need to pull more cards. Intimate fantasies of Stray Kids. I believe I did an intimate fantasies of Stray Kids, didn't I? Didn't I, guys? Or I didn't? Then I'm going to share it because I know I released for the public, for everyone, a long time ago I released TXT. So maybe I have to release Stray Kids. I'm going to release it next week. Yeah, I know, I believe it was on Patreon. Yeah. Yeah, I think I don't remember. I remember it is. But about the intimate fantasies, I don't remember. Because the intimate fantasies, I have to think about the deck. And I don't remember pulling with that deck for them. I'm going to then check it out, and if I do have it, I'm going to share it. But, well, if I didn't do it, I'm going to do it, of course. We love Stray Kids. My bias is in there. My bias is in there. This is why I was like, or either I did it a long time ago, like they were one of the first that I did for Patreon, maybe. Because it's always like when with the groups, it's always very systematic. It's 80s, Stray Kids, TXT, 17, and I know I have one of Treasure. It was How They Flirted. Thank you, Natasha. Thank you. Okay. So then I have to do their intimate fantasies. Yeah, I got the feeling that I read for them, but not in that aspect. I know. Yeah, it was for the members that remember when I had the bowl and you guys said some names, and I sort of chose them from the bowl. Remember? I think that we did a very short dynamic of different artists individually. Not with the new sexy deck yet. Yeah, because I remember, I think that the last time I read with that deck was for 17 on the live, because it was such a long reading that I was so exhausted afterwards. And then I did for Shiny, but for Shiny is for Patrick. I need 2018, 2019 K-pop back. Yeah, we do so bad. The other day I was like, oh, I miss those days. I miss those days. Like, what's going on? What's going on? I just didn't want to ask unless you were up to. Yeah, for the Stray Kids, we always have place. Stray Kids should be fun. Yes. I don't remember the lottery game. Remember the lottery game? It was so short, but I remember that you guys chosen one artist, and I believe that maybe I got Chambin. Is it Chambin? Whenever I say Chambin, I want to say Chambin, and no, it's Chambin. I have that problem with his name. And also when I say Van Chan and Chanbin are two people that confuses me. And I have been reading for them for a very long time. So it's not that I don't know what their names are. The lottery game is in a live stream that is like we talk about other things. It's not in the title. We talk about other things, and at the end, I came up with the lottery. Like we did the lottery, we sort of like at the end of the live stream. Like it was very hidden. So this is why maybe you don't remember when it was. Ni plan on doing the lottery game again. But as I was thinking about her, about this person that wrote the comment about Cat, these two cards came out. So somehow this card is like, you should study more. and study and do not go crazy. Like relax. Relax. It's not about like, okay, I'm going to work extra hours and I'm going to make it. No, you need to put in order your thoughts and also your intelligence. You need clarity. You need to be much more assertive when it comes to intelligence and how you communicate. Probably also one of the things, yeah, be very logical. Do not daydream nor fantasize, not get do not get in the material nor in the physical aspect of training. It's more about probably being assertive in the way you communicate and how you express your ideas. Be very cold also, detached from the result, because it shouldn't make you feel anxious. And there's something in here also, I don't know if you're in a school, but there's something in here that is like, do not drop off a school. Intelligence, build intelligence. Intelligence and studying is going to be very important for your life. So, don't sleep on your intelligence. Just because you want to be a trainee now, don't give up the studying and, because education is important as well. And also that you train the way you communicate yourself, or either learn other languages. There's something about the communication. And it's like rest also. Do not get impatient. I love this deck, but this deck is starting to have this issue that it's sort of like becoming like thicker, and it's sort of like it's getting very hard to shuffle. Like, this is why, guys, when you buy tarot decks, try not to buy the glossy ones, because they, at least this kind, you know how I start to feel like it's swollen. Like, usually it should be much more like, easy to detach, much more easy to detach, and it feels like it's stuck together. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. But I love it. Like, it's my favorite. But I mean, it's a Rider White. It's not that complex. But I feel it very. When I shuffle, it's not okay. It's not okay. Also, guys, the tarot decks are so expensive these days. So expensive. And they are not the greatest quality. They don't. I think I'm going to change the deck. I don't like this. I don't like the touch. Let's go with the after tarot. Now this feels better. This feels better to the touch. See how this is like thinner? See how this is like is different. This one, it's, I don't know if I can show it to you now. But it's sticky. I don't like it. I don't know if it's because it's Toro season. Like I get very like I don't know, in my fingers it feels weird. It feels like no. And also they are supposed to shuffle very fast. Like they're supposed to be easy to shuffle. This is the after tarot, the one that comes with the book. I don't read the book, but it comes with the book. It's great to keep it in, yes. My favorite deck is definitely the Lyseer Tarot. I love the visuals so much. Yes, I have it. I have the... Yeah, I remember when it first came out here in Argentina, it was a sensation. Like, I remember I had this, I don't go to tarot readers that much, but there's a woman that she's also a coach, and she's in her real job is that she's a teacher, and she's so kind, and she's also very intelligent and very perceptive, and I saw it, she had it. And the first thing that I asked her, because she sends you the videos of, it's not that you do the Zoom callings, or, it's not live, the interaction with her. She sends you the videos of the reading. And I saw it displayed, and I'm like, what is the name of that deck? And yeah, it was a Lyseer. I remember when it came out, it was so different. It was so different from any other design that we had ever seen. Yeah. Yes, I do, Kat. I have, there's the email. There's an email in some of my videos. You're going to find in the description box the email. Sorry that I didn't answer. You asked before. It makes me want to buy them. I don't even read tarot. You never know. You could buy them if it catches your attention. You could buy it. If you want to, you can keep it away. Keep it away, and then one day maybe we'll call you and you can use it. I remember I had decks. I was like some people call it in English. They say like you were like a closet tarot reader, and I had been like when I was very young, when I was in my 20s, because I didn't want to read for others. So I would have tarot decks to read for myself. And I wouldn't tell people, because back then when I was very young, it wasn't very well seen. There was a whole, not a good reputation about it, so I would keep them hidden. What do you recommend is the best way to learn terms of the tarot? A lot of website people give different opinions, and sometimes it can be overwhelming. Yeah, there's a lot of information. There's a lot of information. For me, I think that you could start, the Rider-Waite definitely is the easiest, because it has, it's sort of like the images provoke a certain meaning in you. They sort of, they invite you to get connected with your intuition. But also there's some decks that they have keywords. Some people choose the ones that have keywords in it, especially for beginners, like this. This is the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. See, this one has like keywords in here. I don't agree with the keywords. I often fight with the keywords. Sometimes I look at them and I'm like, guys, in here the keyword says this, but I don't agree. I don't agree. But to start, decks that have keywords, and there's a lot of decks that not only have keywords, but also they have astrological signs. If you're interested in tarot, not tarot, astrology, and elements. But yeah, it's important that you also get. For me, it's all about observation, guys. I'm a very visual person, so the way I started, like with the cards, is maybe learning a bit of numerology if you want to. But for me, it's all about looking at the cards, study the deck, observe it, live with the deck. This is why I'm like, do not get that passionate about getting too many tarot decks, because then you don't study them. You go from one tarot deck to one tarot deck, and that's not, that's distracting. You should get like one, and just observe it. Observe every detail. And yeah, read the little book that comes with it if you want to also like be like, okay, what's the keyword? But train your intuition. Train your intuition. Like, do not ever get stuck on, oh, this card means this, and because it's here next to this one, it means this. It's not linear, guys. You have to see it from a very expansive, as if you were watching a picture, a painting. Watch everything. Everything is information. Yes, thank you. Yeah, intuition. Because I honestly, I always, once a year I go to this like master class of tarot, because here in Argentina I belong to an association of tarot readers of Argentina, and we often talk about what is going on in society when it comes to tarot readers, and what are the trends, what's the positive, what's not the positive, and we also do classes, we give classes to others, and we also receive classes and feedback, and there's a great way to connect with other tarot readers from a very professional point of view. It's not to it's an opportunity to get together, and also come up with a plan, because there's a lot of tarot readers in the media, in the different platforms, and sometimes, especially when you are someone that you had been reading tarot for a very long time, like myself, I understand that there's different ways to read. But I think that we should also stay true to what, the old ways. Not to get stuck and be like, oh, I'm going to read like this and only like this. No. But I think that sometimes tarot has become in a sort of way of entertainment, and I think that there's moments where people don't take it seriously until you get a tarot reading and it happens, and it's accurate, and what you said, it came true. So this is why I'm like, this is not a toy. This is not a toy. Even if I'm reading for strangers, idols, and people that I don't know, I may get it right, so you should listen. If you are willing, please pay attention, because I'm very chatty, I'm very outgoing, but what I say in the cards is what I say. So this is my talent, I would say. And I also I go to these classes to learn different ways to read the tarot. And I have people that are very new to the tarot, and I notice that they get very fixated very fixated with what the book and what the little white book says, like, oh, this card means this, and the other card means this, and it's like, where is the intuition? Where is the intuition, guys? Why aren't you connected? Like, and this is something that also, because I also am a counselor, and I know that sometimes I give advice to people about mental health and well-being, and I sort of give, like, I try to give a feedback or an advice to someone, but I can do that after I read the cards, not while I'm reading the cards. I had a tarot reading with someone that I felt basically that they didn't read the cards for me. They just gave me advices. So I was left with nothing. It's like, okay, if I wanted an advice, or if I wanted to get philosophical, or I don't know, get in tune with my emotions, I would have come with my therapist. So it's like, you can be a therapist and use the tarot. But first, read the cards. Like, like, what are you saying? Like, I ask you a question, like, what do you see in the card? Don't give me life advices. Tell me what you're seeing in the cards. Hey, Akira. Yes, the Rider deck speaks more. Just connect with your intuition. That's, and because tarot is so personal, guys. It's so personal. This is why it's okay for you to learn what is supposed to be the regular meaning. You have to learn the meanings. Of course, you have to study, but also you have to train your intuition. This is why no one can discuss with you the cards that you pulled and what you saw, because it's a moment, it's a personal experience. And once you said what you saw, it is like this. It's left like this. Then you can debate if you sort of, like, if you believe it or not. That's also for the person that, this is why you have the possibility to be like, I watched your reading and I didn't resonate with what you said. And I didn't feel it. That's also valid. But just trust your intuition. There's people that they have the meanings stuck in their minds. They know them by memory. But when you make a simple pull, you are like, okay, what is going on with the cards? What are you saying? What are the cards saying? You have to learn how to look. You have to learn. And it's great when you are like, the book says that this card means this, but seeing it here, I think it means something else. Also, like, allow yourself to be risky, to be like, okay, I'm going to trust my intuition. I think that this spread is telling me yes to this or no to this. Just try. Okay, guys, I'm going to start because I have been ranting like always for an hour, and then I'm like, oh, I don't have time. Oh my God, it's been 3 hours. Okay. Okay, I'm going to start the reading for for this, for Gackt, that is a Japanese singer. I'm going to write down his name in here. I believe it's a he. If it's a she, let me know, guys. Yes, Fluffy, ask me. Ah, it's a man. Okay, thank you. When you don't know an artist, do you Google them? Need to look at their face? In this case, for this Asian artist, I didn't look for their faces, because I want to try something new. Like I want to be like, okay, I'm going to read, and if you are fans of any of these people, then you can leave a feedback and be like, yeah, it was accurate. No, it wasn't accurate. You know, I want to be experiment, but if you have the possibility, I like to watch their faces, or not their faces, but maybe what sign they are. You know, for me, astrological sign is important. It's not mandatory. You know, this is something that there's people that nowadays, tarot readers that are more modern, that they are like, I don't ask for date of birth, I don't ask for full name, I only ask them like their name, and their single name or their nickname or whatever, and I just read for them. I don't need that. And some people are like, you know, we the new generation, we don't ask for birthdays anymore. Like we don't care. Like we're just going to read for you and the other person, and it can be done. Of course, I believe that, you know, maybe, you know, asking dates, or it was it was something that was done in the past, maybe as a formality. Maybe because these people knew about numerology, maybe these people were astrologers, but yeah, it's not necessary. And also, you know, because there's people like, oh, do you have a picture? It's not necessary. But I usually, in this case, I didn't look for anyone, but yeah, I know too. I asked for him, but I think it's, you know, who mentioned him. Yes, I think that, you know, you have a great way to surprise yourself. You know, for me, for example, when I feel the elements of a person, and then I look at their birth chart, and I'm like, oh, that's why I got fire sign vibes. Even if I said the wrong sign, I don't care. But I got that vibe, you know, just like for Min Hee-jin, when I said, she gives me Leo vibes, because it was very upfront. You know, I sort of sensed not just her defensiveness, but I sensed that this was going to be a woman that she was going to be up for the show, like, you know, and she gave us a show. So whether you like her or not, she wasn't going to back down and hide in a corner. So, you know, that's very fire sign kind of vibe, you know, and I didn't have that information of hers. So it's great at the end or afterwards when you look for it and you're like, or when you ask the person, like, what is your sign? Or, you know, maybe if they ask for a partner that you have no idea who they are or where they're from, and you describe the relationship, and they're like, oh my God, you just described my partner. And I had no idea. Like, it could be a father figure, a mother. She did, she was cousin. Hey, Leona. On the topic of fire sign, Ban Si-hyuk is a Leo sun and moon. Yeah, this is why, you know, I got that when I read, I sort of clarified because in the thumbnail, because it's Hype and everyone associated with Bumpy, but actually the CEO is not Bumpy. And when I read from the other side, from Hype side, I got a King of Pentacles. So even though we know that Bumpy is is very successful. He is a CEO. He's not a CEO Hype, but he's like a very wealthy person. But I think that probably the real CEO may be an earth sign, probably an earth sign. Very stable, very silent, very like, but they definitely were very confident. They had the star. Oh my God, there's too much Leo. Hey, Marushka. Yeah, Vampiri, yeah. Yeah. I like Vampiri. I like his energy. I like what he did with BTS. Like, he really took care of those kids. Now they're men. Now BTS are men. So, but he did a great job with them. But yeah, now times are different, and the wheel of life, the wheel of fortune is turning. So this is why, I always tell you guys, we shouldn't never like, point at other artists, other groups, because we never know. Me as a citizen, I'm used to not scandals, but I'm used to that something is going to happen with the SEM or with NCT. I know it, and I love them anyways. But I think that when you sort of have this superiority, that you're like, oh, my group, or this person that I admire so much would never. No, don't say that, because you never know. These are people, and this is a business. So someday a documentary could come out of certain conversations and things that happen backstage, that you would be like, oh my God. And I say this because I am a millennial, and it had happened to my favorite boy bands. Like, the abuses that they suffered. So, when you're young and you are doing very well in the music industry, you are the best, you are the it boy, it girl. But behind the scenes, there's always greedy people. Always. This is why they are where they are, because they're greedy. Yeah, I know. I couldn't find her birthday, but someone said that one of the new jeans girls was celebrating her or mentioned her, maybe in December. Mm-hmm. Sorry, guys, that it makes a weird sound. Okay, let's start with this artist, Japanese singer, Gackt. He's a very secretive, not secretive, but he's a very reserved artist, right? Like, he's not that exposed. Is it possible? Ah, Gakuto? Ah, okay. For him, we start with the Page of Pentacles, the Hermit. Like, I sort of see him in this like he comes from the Hermit mode. In the middle, we have the Six of Swords. So I see him moving. His energy is moving. Eight of Wands and King of Cups. He's full of inspiration, full of inspiration. But now, this year, he's slowly advancing, getting out of the cave, I would say, getting out of the cave. He had been on sort of like on apprentice mode, you know, because we have the Page of Pentacles. So maybe he was working on something that it took a long time, it took like a while. But, you know, the last card is the Nine of Swords, and here it says Darkest Fear. So I wonder how he's doing mentally. You know, I mean, the cards that he got are very good. I think that he's definitely going to move on. He's going to advance, get out of this hermit mode and being seen more. I think that he could be a bit nervous because there could be some news about him. Does he have family of his own? Is he married? Because I have this King of Cups in here, so I'm like, is he a father? I think that he's advancing, he's moving on, he's moving on. He's moving on. Very mysterious. He's an older Japanese artist, and like many Japanese artists of that generation, he sort of has created a weird story about his origins, like being a vampire. Yeah, because of the hermit. I was like, what are you doing in the shadows? Like, you know, definitely the guy works. It's like part of his work or his routine to be this secretive or to be hidden in the darkness. Definitely he's very skillful. I would say the guy is very skillful. In the middle, I see him moving, like I see him moving something, like moving somewhere. It's like he's finally, if he is sort of in a lockdown, he's getting out, Yeah, because I have the King of Pentacles, the King of Cups in here, and I don't know why it gives me father vibes, like father. Or he's going to show an emotional side of him. Yeah, probably also a collaboration with others. You know, he got another king. So it could be a collaboration with other artists. And this news is coming very soon, guys. This news is coming very soon. This is why he's moving, because he's like, okay, like it's going to be known. People are going to find out about it. He wants this to be known. He wants this to be known. Probably he was working on this. He was working on this, and now the final product is like, okay, I can advance. But, you know, with the Nine of Swords, I think that the guy is not that confident in themselves. You know, even though I see people and I see that, you know, that things are moving fast for him, I don't know, he's sort of like, he's the kind of person that he had been a hermit for so long that every time he has to go out, you know, this is why he has the Six of Swords in the middle. You know, there's something about him going out to the world and exposing himself or exposing a part of his creation or people talking about him. It's like, okay, it's part of my job. I know it's my image, but I fear it. It makes me anxious. I don't know how people are going to respond. I don't know if people are going to respond, if they're going to care about me. Because, yeah, he's a bit eccentric. I would say he's a bit eccentric. But he has a fearful side. He's a fearful person. So, you know, maybe him having to expose himself, being seen more, travel. Maybe he has anxiety about traveling. Like, I think that he's trying to not be that reserved. He probably is like, you know, I should go out more. I should go out more. I don't see him like a guy that is like, oh, I want to be home, like I don't want to go out. But I think that he's a bit of a workaholic. It's like the type of guy that is in a lockdown in his own studio recording something, or he's working. He's not a lazy person. He's not someone that he's like at his house just being a couch potato. No. No, no, no. He's very active. You know, he's very intelligent. But there's fears. Yeah, he had the Ace of Cups. I think that he fears that people will not love him anymore. He fears losing the love of people. But this is, I believe it's a collaboration. I know you guys said that he's part of a band. Is it possible? Because I see two people. So he's not going to be alone. But probably he does it because of these people. He goes out, it's like, okay, I have to go out on the road or I have to go on tour again because of these people. Like, I'm going with them. It's not that it's my initial idea. For him, a better life, he would prefer to live a very, like, routinary life, you know, simple life. I think that he's a bit tired of the exposure. It seems like he's, how old is he? He has other songs, but this one is probably, yes, Redemption is beautiful song. Yeah, his eccentric language, that's good. Said flashy, but also sort of a hermit artist, mystery man. He was part of it. Ah, 50 years old, yeah. But he still has it in him. It's not that it is going to retire. I don't see retirement. I think that, I mean, it's not retirement. I think that he wants to, like, advance in his life. Yeah, he wants to probably leave some old routine behind. You know, there's something about him being like, okay, I need to make the transition, like I'm already moving on. But sort of I see that I don't see it like, okay, I'm going to rest. No, I think that he's going to work with other people, or other people are going to come to him and be like, you know, we are summoning you. Come with us. Let's work. Let's go on the road again. Something like this. Let's go on the road. There's movement. There's movement. There's not a stagnation. There's not a rest. I think that he had rest enough because he was working on something and he was in hermit mode. Yeah, he's very skillful. Ah, Hyde is my bias. Hyde is my bias idol. But yeah, very interesting for him. I like him. I'm going to also check his. I'm going to check him out to see what he's about. You know, yeah, he's my bias. He's my bias idol. He's everywhere he's in every Instagram post with Utah, he's there. Okay. I'm going to read for this Thai actor, Mike D'Angelo. This is Marushka's pick. Mike D'Angelo. Yeah, we should do Hyde. I'm going to pull him. We should do Hyde, definitely. Mike D'Angelo, Thai actor. Okay. Mike D'Angelo. That's his acting name? Okay. I'll take it. Yeah, for this guy, for Mike D'Angelo, we start with the Two of Swords. Two of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Five of Swords in the middle, another Eight of Wands, so news, and Six of Pentacles. And then from the other tarot, we got the card of the High Priestess, listen. So definitely for this actor, Thai actor, I get a strong feeling of like he is this year he's defeating someone. Like I think that he's ending a sort of like conflict that he had with someone. Um, I think that he still is dealing with some aspects. It's not that he's 100% successful, but he's going to be successful at the end. But he probably comes from, it feels like he's wrestling with someone. It's like, okay, either they owe him something or um, they won't give up also that easy. I don't know if he's asking for his right, but there's something about him being very passionate and very outspoken about like, this is mine. I want to ask for what is mine. Um, there's something about like, I need the justice on my side, or I need things to be fair with me. Um, I think that he's going to come to a sort of settlement. Yeah, because we have the Eight of Wands that is like a sort of resolution that is going to come out very soon. Thai actors have crazy long names and usually got their nicknames. Yes. And the Seven of Pentacles is about like him getting, you know, the fair share of what he deserves. So I think that probably or either he's like going to resign with a new company, or there's something about him winning something. I don't know if he was like in a legal battle with someone. Um, but I think that like, he sort of like, he's claiming his rights. You know, there's something about him being like, you know, I am right. I have the receipts. You know, another sort of reminds me of Min Hee-jin. Min Hee-jin. Today we're going to mention Min Hee-jin all the time. But, you know, there's something about like, I have the receipts or I am right. So, you know, you better give me what I want. So he has the Ace of Pentacles. So I think that even though they maybe put him in a very uncomfortable situation of like, we don't believe you, or, you know, we are always right, you are no one, I think that the guy is going to defeat them. He's going to defeat them. Like, there's something about him with insisting, he's going to actually like get a very favorable like conclusion. But yes, it's about him asking for what is fair for him. He definitely has been battling someone or some people from the company. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Yeah. I don't know if it has to do with the internet, with some rumors, you know, maybe people said something about him on the internet and he's suing people, or maybe, you know, I don't see managers, you know, I don't see like CEOs or someone important in here. So I wonder if he's sort of like having an issue with the audience, or you know, some haters on the internet. Because I feel like initially they put him in a very uncomfortable situation. You know, that it took him a while for him to realize, okay, like, you guys really want to ruin me, you know, and I'm going to defend myself. So I definitely see him like, news are coming. And, you know, clarity is also coming for his situation. Because he feels very troubled, you know, he feels like he's in a war zone. And also with the High Priestess, you know, there's the keyword here says listen. So, you know, the cards also are advising him that whatever the outcome is, he shouldn't, you know, he shouldn't get like Min Hee-jin, in the sense that don't go and make a press conference. Like you know, like in the sense that keep it low. Like, whether you win this or you actually like get what you want at the end, just hush, you know, don't talk. But I don't know why with the Ace of Swords there's some information that is going to come out nevertheless, maybe some publication, some post about him. Probably this guy also, I don't know, someone said that he's a Sagittarius, I believe. You said Fluffy, thank you. Yeah, there's something about him, probably, yeah, talking a bit too much. And the High Priestess is like, once you achieve what you want, shut up, like don't continue it. Because there's a lot of things that are still unknown to you. So you shouldn't jump into conclusions. You shouldn't like get on the defensive. I mean, like, oh, well, today I'm going to expose everyone. No, like, yeah, you may be right. You may have the information. You may be right. Like, actually, like, people are going to give him you know, the opportunity to be right, but it's like stop it, like don't continue it, just keep being silent. Maybe the guy talks too much or exposes himself a lot, or maybe he has his opinions that are a bit problematic and so people drag him on the internet. But the high priestess is like, be more mysterious. Like don't talk about all your plans and what you're going to do and how you're going to do them, because no, it's not safe yet. It's not safe yet. It's the possibility of getting a fair treatment, but it's not over yet for him. He was judged in Jackson's one singing dancing competition with NCT too. Yeah, I feel like he is defending himself. He's defending himself from something. So I wonder what is it. Okay, I'm going to continue with this. Why I cannot remember I don't know if this is a wo or a luo. I don't know if this is like this. I cannot understand my own handwriting. But I think this is. Or is it wo? I believe it's not, because I have it written here. It seems it looks like a W, but I believe it's luo. Chinese actor. Okay. Chinese actor. Thank you, Natasha, because I'm so lost in here. Okay. I'm going to read then for Luo Yung Si. And I'm butchering the name. I'm sorry. I apologize. Luo Yung Si. Okay, thank you. Why do I have all the cards upside down? Okay, I got a lot of reverse, but because I was held in the deck wrong. But definitely there's a reason why this guy got all the cards upside down, like in reverse. Yeah, he's going to do well, but I think that he comes from a very he got the 9 of Cups in reverse. He got the 9 of Wands in reverse, the Sun card in reverse, then the Ace of Pentacles is upright. So the success is here, the success for him. And he got the 2 of Wands in reverse. So, and then from the other deck, he got the card of the 8 of Pentacles effort, dedicated effort. So, yeah, it's all about like working, results. I don't know why, what happened with his last project, that he felt very like he didn't get what he wanted. This is why the cards came out upside down, and somehow I didn't want to put them in the right order, because I was like, no, they're upside down for a reason. They are like this not only because I grabbed the deck wrong, but I think that they sort of show me that he hasn't been winning. You know, there's something about him probably not getting what he wanted and working very hard to get it. and feeling like, like he doesn't have positivism lately. Like probably, there had been moments where he felt like he couldn't shine the way he usually shines. But then again, with the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Wands in reverse, I think that he has the potential to start over and be successful in a new project. There's the Ace of Pentacles is like a gift, it's like something that comes unexpected and it's like here. You had, you had a bad time, or you had moments where you didn't feel like your projects paid off. Here is a golden opportunity for you. Here is the golden opportunity. With the Two of Wands, definitely see that it could start with certain tensions at the beginning, not so much like, not so pacifistic, but at least something new and prosperous is coming for him. But he will have to work very hard on this new project, very hard. It's not going to be that tiring. I don't think that he's going to be demanding. Leo is his nickname. Ah, okay. Leo Sun Cap Moon. Ah, okay. So Leo is his. Ah, okay. I think that, yeah, with all these cards in reverse, there's something about him, like the cards being like, you should only rely on your own effort and work. Don't rely on others. Don't rely on others. Yeah, he got the Emperor. So I think that the cards are like, you should be a bit much more individualistic. Honestly, because he got the two of Wands, and do you see how here usually the Two of Wands, the normal Rider-Waite, we see a person standing alone, but here in the After Tarot, we see that someone else is joining. Someone else is joining here. It's a sort of like because it's a two, it's not romantic, but it's like there's when at the beginning it was one wand and it was one effort. Now there's two ones. So there's like two efforts put together. But this came out in reverse. So there's something about like, don't expect people's collaboration or willingness to help you shine. You have to make it on your own. You have to think about yourself. You have to be centered and selfish somehow. Don't forget your value. Also because, you guys were mentioning that he's a Leo sun and he got the sun card in reverse. So there's something about him being like, I did my work, I put everything, I put extra hours, I did everything, and I didn't get the result, or he didn't get to shine the way he would have wanted to shine. So here it's like, you will get a second chance. There's a new golden opportunity for you coming this year, very soon. So we should also check out if there's some upcoming projects for him. But I think that probably it's going to take a while for him to actually feel like, okay, I'm being assisted in here. I think that this is a year where these experiences of him feeling a bit sabotaged by others, I think that there's a lesson here. There's a lesson that he actually shouldn't trust others. He should just focus on himself. And also the card of Eight of Pentacles, dedicated effort. There's this feeling of like, you train on your own, practice on your own, be better on your own. Don't expect others to come for your rescue. Don't expect others to be happy for you, to celebrate you, to be there for you, to be pendant on you. I don't know if maybe in the past he sort of was used to people, being pendant on him, people probably being nicer or just being very willing to, maybe he's very popular and he's sort of used to people just being there for him. I think that there's something about like the cards being like, not this year. This year hasn't started very well. So he should learn from his past experiences. That the only one he can trust is himself. Yeah, it's very interesting, Fluffy, because it shows you like extra elements. But he's going to do very well. It's just that this is a year where probably people are going to be very not so cooperative with him. Okay. So I'm going to continue with this reading for the relationship between Bright Vachirawit and Sheng Shaisin. Wait. I'm going to Bright. Oh, wait. Vachirawit. And Sheng Nixon. Yeah, I'm going to call her Nene. Yes, it's easier. And the first one is and he's bright. Hey Diana, or Diana. I don't know. I call her Diana. I call you Nana. Nana. I call you Diana because we in English and in Spanish we pronounce it like Diana. Okay. Then I'm going to read for this couple, for the relationship Bright, Vachirawit, and Nene. Bright, Nene. Oh, and their connection. Oh, it's really lovely, this relationship. Wow, it's so different from the K-drama land. And here I get very positive cards. Like very positive, a very vibrant kind of vibe. A lot of like familiarity. I don't know, are they living together? Because it feels so simple yet so like it's more than dating. It's a relationship. It's a relationship. It's a real relationship. For his side, we have the 6 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, and the Strength. From her side, we have the 2 of Cups. It's so cute. 2 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. Are these an Earth couple? Because there's a lot of Pentacles, so they definitely are builders. Sorry guys, I'm back. In the connection, we have 6 of Cups and 4 of Wands. And then from the other deck, I got the card of the 4 of Swords, that the keyword is just breathe. There's a lot of love in here. He definitely feels very proud. He feels very proud. He feels like he's a victorious person, you know. I think that for him is probably a real achievement to be able to be in this connection with her. I see him putting a lot of effort. I think that he really, I don't know what is it, because he got a lot of, he got Wands and he got the Strength card. So I wonder if he is sort of also working on himself in order to be better in this connection, because I see him like he's definitely feeling like a champion. He's like, you know, maybe she's like it took a lot of effort from his part to conquer her. but at the same time, he's also like, I still have to work. I still have to work on myself. And also the strength card, I think that it has to do, it's not about his temper, but probably he's sort of learning to take it slow. Maybe there are moments where he feels like, I should contain myself, not get anxious, not get, not wanting results far away, right away. I think that I should slow down. Maybe the guy is also a perfectionist, so he's also thinking about the relationship and how he can make the relationship better. Maybe even sometimes how he can make themselves look better, because the Six of Wands, it sort of gives me someone that is in exposure. He is being observed. Maybe the couple is being observed by others. Maybe they are admired by others. They publish on social media, or people to see them and know about them. So he's like a bit like, I would say, a bit obsessed with working on the relationship for the relationship to be perfect. So the strength card is like, is advising him to take it slow. Do not get too greedy. Like, let the relationship develop the best way possible. Like, you should feel content just that you have this relationship. I think that he feels anxious. It's like he feels anxious about the future. Okay, what do we do? What do you want from me? I can change. I can be better. I can change this. What do you like this? And I wonder if they, because probably both of them, maybe they are famous, both of them, and maybe they met working, because I have the Six of Cups in here, so definitely they have history together. So I wonder if he's sort of worried about what other people will say, that he doesn't want this relationship to fail, in the eyes of the others. So he's like, I want to make sure that you're happy, that everything is perfect, that you're satisfied. And there's a sense of pride. This has so much to do with his self-image. I don't know how to explain it. From her side, she is a bit much more, she's in love. We have the Two of Cups. So she's much more emotional. She's much more patient, but also she's very hardworking. It's like, I think that she sort of wants to build a family with him, or she wants to build, businesses with him. There's something about like, okay, let's join our efforts or our assets, and let's create this amazing company or this amazing career. So I wonder if they... he's a Cup, she's a Cancer. Yeah, because I feel like he enters the reading feeling like a champion. So the guy is a conqueror. The guy is very is very... It's not combative, but I think that he wants the best of the best, and he probably wants this relationship to be the best couple, the couple of the year. I don't know. He just and he's ready. He's ready to put the effort. And from her side, I see it too. From her side, I see it too. But from her side, I sort of see that she sort of puts like in a pedestal the need to create a home, to have an environment, to have maybe to get closer to each other's families. With the Ten of Pentacles, it's like, we have legacy together, so there could be marriage as well. But she definitely is like, she feels so much. She probably like is so in love with him, is so in love. And for him, it's like, this is like a status. He's sort of thinking this from a perspective of like, this is going to make me look good, or I'm going to be much more respected. But he's also like very hardworking, even though he can be a bit prideful, because like I said, I get a very strong energy in here from his side. He always gets what he wants. But I sort of see him that he knows how to regulate his temper when it comes to her. He probably is a workaholic, or either he is a bit obsessive with details, but or competitive. And so when he gets a bit too much, like she sort of calms him down. But at the same time, she gets pentacles as well. So I think that she shares his mentality. That is, his mentality is to grow something together. And I think that if this is success, she's on board. She definitely believes in the same that he does. Because she got a lot of pentacles as well. So this connection is also, she's working for this to have very stable foundations. It's like she doesn't want this to just be a lovely love story. She wants to build a family with him. And I sort of could see it. I could see it. So yeah, we have the relationship. We have the Six of Cups and the four Wands. So there could be a wedding, a celebration on the way. But yeah, the Four of Swords, that usually in the other decks I call it the hiatus card. But the keyword in this deck, it says just breathe. And I think that this is very fitting for these two, because there's a lot of things to achieve here. There's like, oh, we have to do this, and then we have to go here, and we have to do this, and we have to prepare for this, and then we have to. So like, slow down and enjoy the connection. Enjoy that you have each other. Breathe. Slow down. Like, no one is rushing you. So I wonder if they have like some business together, or if this is like somehow important for their career and their images, because they are very anxious. It feels like they want to be the best of the best. They want also, maybe they want to share this story with the fans or people that follow them. So they have like high standards for this connection. So sometimes, they can put in this mode of like, I have to be better, like so much that, maybe if they don't get the response from the audience that they want, they can get frustrated and they can get unhappy and sad and worried. And with the Four of Swords, it's like, disconnect your mind. Disconnect. Like, don't live so much for the outside. Live for yourselves. Like, connect with the joy of being together. Celebrate. But it doesn't have to be for the public, and it doesn't have to be for others to see and be like, oh, I congratulate you, because I see a lot of pentacles. So I wonder if they care very much about status and what people think. But the Four of Swords is like, slow down, because, maybe the audience, they can, be supportive, but there could be some moments where the audience is getting a bit like mean. So they just need to not get that attached to results, or wanting to portray a perfect life together, because the audience is very, they're never satisfied. So the more you give them, the more they take away, or the more they criticize. Yeah, it's like he's worried. He wants to be perfect, and for her as well, probably she wants everyone to know that she's happy, that she loves him, and it's like always thinking about how the others are going to see them, but yeah, maybe that's the lifestyle of them, how they live. If they are very famous, they definitely are exposed. But yeah, I can feel the anxiety. While I was reading for them, I felt like everything is too perfect, too like, it's like, okay, how do we do this? And there's always a plan. There's always like, and it's like, it's a relationship. Enjoy it. It's a relationship. It's not a task. Okay, I'm going to pull cards but this is going to be a personality reading. For the personality reading, I'm going to use this one. For the actor, I believe. His name is Zhan YangYang, like YangYang of YB, but actor, I guess. YangYang Chinese actor. Personality reading. They want a personality reading. So let's see what this card. Really? Oh, I have to look him up. I have to look for him. I didn't watch his face. Okay. Personality reading for YangYang. He got all major arcanas except one that is a chakra card. Sometimes I feel like, and I think that I want to take out the chakra cards because I know about the chakras, but I feel like it doesn't suit the deck. I don't know. It's just like you're reading archetypes and all of a sudden you have a chakra, and it's like. And then I can pull a card for his ear. Yeah, another one that is working really hard on details on himself. A workaholic, definitely he gives me workaholic vibes. But yeah, we start, is he a Capricorn? We start with the Devil card. This is why I was asking if he is a Capricorn. The Devil card, then we have the Judgment, the Chariot, and yeah, the Crown Chakra. So definitely he's very sensitive. He's very intelligent. Like his Crown Chakra is very open. And probably, you know, I think that since I see that he's very hardworking and probably he has a bit of OCD, I could sort of feel that the cards are like, you know, don't forget your crown chakra. Don't forget that you have it. Don't forget that your intuition is your tool. Your sensitivity is your tool. Don't become too strict with yourself, too materialistic. This is why I was like, is he a Capricorn? Because he got the Devil card. So I was like, this guy definitely, he knows how to, I would say he knows how to manipulate and use his attributes, his beauty, his personality, his charms, you know. Definitely the guy is always he's always thinking about, like, maybe he's like a natural seducer or someone that probably, I don't know, in his work and also in his life, his looks or his power of seduction is like he must have something. I believe that he has a certain magnetism, or maybe he plays roles where he is like the typical guy that he's popular and that he's rich and probably he attracts everyone, because he sort of embodies this guy that is like, you know, I can be whatever I want, like I master everything. So he's very intelligent. He's also very self-centered, like he's centered in himself. Also with the Judgment, I think that he's slowly like changing. He's probably softening himself a little bit, because with the Judgment, I don't know if maybe initially or a few years ago he was into this devil energy, sort of. He's a Virgo Sun and Moon. Okay. I could see a Cap ascendant for this guy though, based on his whole vibe. Yeah, he gives me very rigid vibes. But I think that with the Judgment, he's sort of like, I think that I don't know if he has a reputation or he had a sort of situation with someone from the past that is like someone called him out on this devil, very, it's not arrogance. It's more like I know what I want and I go get it. Like I am very ambitious, you know, I master. This is why the keyword here is master, because I master my resources. Like, you know, if I have to, if I have to lie, if I have to adapt, if I have to, be pleasant, if I have to be playful. Well, he's an artist, so the devil is sort of makes sense. His ability to sort of entertain the audience and make the audience believe something that he's not. But also with the judgment, it's like I think that this year is a year where also he's changing his ways. I don't know if maybe in the past he was judged. He had an argument with someone or something happened with someone, that he's sort of like realizing, like, I guess that image of me being very, being very much into success and just wanting to be the best and being competitive and just being, being a bit cunning. I think that he learned that it's not a good image for him, or probably someone very close to him sort of let him know that he cannot live life like this. That is very understandable. That I think that he's not just like this because he was born like this. Is also the environment and the industry that he belongs to. He belongs to a very a industry where I think that he had no other way but to become this sort of character to protect himself from others and probably from being scammed or from getting into scandals. But something happened. I don't know if last year or a few months ago, but something happened that he's changing. It's like he's slowly like moving away a bit from the devil archetype. He's like, I shouldn't be so ambitious. Like, I should just let go a bit of the control, because I don't have the control all the time of what's going on in my life. But I definitely think that he is super controlling, because we have the Eight of Pentacles. So there's this need of always like, sort of like anticipating every move of what's going to happen. Like knowledge is power, something like this. So he cannot relax, and also he got I wonder if he has like Cancer placements, because he has also the Chariot, that the Chariot is again a Cancer card, and also is someone that is like, come on, move out of that part of yourself, get out of there and connect more with your intuition. You are going to win more if you connect with your intuition. Definitely. A lot of sevens, a lot of seven. The Chariot is a seven. This card is a seven. It's a seven chakra. So I think that he has so much wisdom available for him, but he just has to get out a bit of the materialistic world. He probably is very much connected. This is why he got all these major arcanas. Like, I know this is a personality reading for him, but, I could have gotten minor arcanas as well, and I didn't get any. So definitely there's something about him. He has to soften a bit himself, because new days are coming, like a new stage in his life, and he has to move on. He cannot be that ambitious, because ambition in that excess is no good. But yeah, the keyword, the energy of this year is the Eight of Pentacles is also a very Virgo energy as well. He has to keep working. He has to keep but not obsessing. It's like keep being better and better, but do not get obsessed. Do not get obsessed with results. Advance, but slow down. Like, don't get because he can hurt himself like this. Being so. I remember him from a drama. I can't remember the drama name, but he eats the girl up when it comes to kissing scenes. Okay. Yeah, the cards are like, you should remove yourself from that image. That image of you being this, this hunter, this insatiable creature is over. Like, let go. You cannot control anything in life. Control is an illusion. This is also he reminds me a bit of Scorpio placements, like sort of having this attachment to power, wanting to be in power. But, it's like, no, relax a bit. No, learn from your past mistakes. Like, Okay, now I'm going to read for, I don't know if you guys know this person, but I'm going to write it down. Oh, did I write it? I don't understand my own writing. I wonder why I do that. Oh my God. Is this like this? With this artist, I don't know if I'm writing like whatever, like, but you guys let me know. That might be the Sisrama, you are my glory word. I have to watch this. I must watch. Is there a person, this couple C and Nunew Chawarin? I- Are are they are they both males? Ah, okay, okay. Let's see their dynamic because I was asked. Well, here it said partner, so I thought maybe they are in the relationship, but it said partner. But it's dynamic, really. Ah, so both of them, okay. So this is, okay. This is for C, Pruk Panich, and Nunew Chawarin. Okay, C. And Nunew Chawarin. If someone have their beard, not their virtue, but their elements, or what sign they are. There's a lot of, in this connection, there's a lot of stubbornness. There's a lot of power struggle in here. There's a lot of power struggle in here. Virgo moons today is crazy. Nunew is a Leo Sun, Virgo or Libra moon. Yeah, from the part of this, of the first one of C, from Z, I see, from his side, I see also he's, I don't know, he got I'm sorry, I didn't show the cards, guys. For this person, for C, Pruk Panich, I have, or Pranik, I have the Hierophant, the Temperance, and 9 of Pentacles. Then from the part of Nunew, 9 of Swords, the Hangman, and 6 of Cups. And the connection, yeah, we have the Emperor and the King of Pentacles. So a lot of stubbornness. Like, I think that there's a lot of power struggles in here, a lot of power struggles. Like, and then the 2 of Swords that the keyword is refusing to see. So I wouldn't say like they argue, like, because I don't see like arguments, but what I do see is incompatibility when it comes to their vision. Maybe one of them is religious, or one of them has a very strict mindset, a bit old-fashioned. And also, I think that the first person, this C guy, he seems very much centered in himself, and if he practices some kind of doctrine, or if he has some kind of education. Like, I think that the guy just loves to follow the guidelines, or if he's like sort of, if he had been trained a certain way. He's very structured, he's very structured. And also I think that if he has some issues with his religion or with his beliefs, he's slowly like, in this connection with him, he's slowly like reviewing his beliefs. But because I think that in this connection I think that he's connecting with his independency. So I wonder if this connection with this other person somehow makes him feel like he can be independent. That he has an issue with religion. Like, definitely religion gets in the way, but he is starting to remove himself from that, not get that fanatic or get that stubborn. He's slowly like standing up for himself. So I wonder if in this connection he gets this confidence because the other person allows him to be like this. It's like they remind him of his value, or they make him feel like he is very valuable. He feels very good about himself. It's like, I feel like I'm slowly removing myself from my old way of thinking, and sort of you make me feel like I'm worth it, or like I have, I'm a very abundant person. Like, you make me shine, or you make me the center, so I feel like I can shine. You make me like the protagonist. And from the other guy from Nunew, from Nunew, he's a bit much more conflicted. We have the Nine of Swords, the Hangman, and the Six of Cups. So I think that for Nunew, is it possible that he had another relationship like this, or he had he participated, he had a sort of dynamic with someone else in the past, and also he felt like he couldn't be himself. Like, somehow he felt that he couldn't express his feelings, like he fears so much. I think that he has a fear of not being reciprocated, and it's like he thinks all the time, like, what is this person going to think of me? What are they going to do? Are they going to take the next step? Are they going to do this for me? Are they going to choose me? I think that he feels like he has very low self-esteem. So I wonder if he gives all the admiration, he gives this to the other guy, and actually him in himself, he just feels so little, and he feels so restricted, like, okay, I cannot tell you how I really feel because I'm afraid. This guy really is very, very fearful. He fears so much. He fears so much. I don't know if he fears criticism. I think that he had a traumatic experience in the past. Maybe he tried to tell others how he felt, or someone specific about how he felt. And he's like, this didn't go very well. There's something about fear of rejection. So he's sort of stuck in a place where he thinks about the other person, but he doesn't say anything, because he fears he's going to maybe ruin each other's career or something like this. But I sort of can understand it, because I think that this guy, the first man, C is a person that has a strong mindset. So it's really hard to be like, okay, like, do you really like me, or do you like me because I make you feel better, or because you shine when I'm with you, and I make you shine and I make you my priority, but I don't feel reciprocated. I don't feel like you do the same for me. So Yeah, and then, the connection, we have the Emperor and we have the King of Pentacles. So both of them in their own ways are very stubborn about not letting the other person see. There's not much emotionality here. Sorry, there's not much like sensitivity. I think that one, because he's afraid, and the other one because it's so structured in his mindset, they don't advance. They don't advance. They always end up to look at themselves and what is good for them individually. But in their dynamic, they are frozen. They are frozen. It's like one doesn't want to show the feelings. The other one is sort of like, the first one I feel like is a bit much more self-centered. Like he sort of loves the way the other one makes him feel. It's as if the other one is like a mirror, and it's the mirror that is always telling you beautiful things. Oh, you are perfect. Oh, you're beautiful. And he's like, oh, thank you. I love this. But the other one is like, I wish you could say the same things to me back. There's a lot of stubbornness, a lot of rigidness. Probably there's money involved as well. And also the Two of Swords is like refusing to see the keyword in here. I think that they could have a great chemistry. They could develop this connection, but they are too much in their very rigid energy of masculinity and dominion. So I think that they are not advancing, and they're not letting the other one advance at the same time. It's like everything is cool between us, but there's no correspondency. It's like one because he's afraid, and the other one is because they are lost in their image of themselves. So yeah. Nunew is also younger. Ah. Do you feel a true connection, Manisol, does it feel? I feel a true connection. I feel it, actually. I feel it. I don't know, it's different from K-dramas. Very different. Very different. I feel the emotion. I don't know, I feel like they are very emotional, actually. Like, even, when I feel like one of them is pulling back and the other one is like, I sort of feel it. Like, it's people that they are very, I would say, they are very passionate. So I feel it. I feel it there's a lot of, like, contained emotion, but it's there. It's there. In K-dramas, no. With K-dramas, I feel a lot of, like, focus on results, and it's like, yeah, no. It's like the cards already tell me, like, no, this is business. Like, no, this is, like, the person is already, like, they already are thinking about their next project. They're already worried about their next project. Like, but in this case, I feel it. I feel the like, the conflict. I don't know, it seems like so dramatic. I don't know why, but it feels dramatic. Bye to them. Interesting. And between actors who actually have love scenes and all that, it must be more than just K-pop fences, whether there is an actual relationship or not. Yeah, it feels like, I don't know, it feels like something is going on backstage. It's not just for the cameras. I think that something is going on between them backstage, It feels like that. That actually is not hidden. It's just that maybe one of them is worried, has a very, mindset of like, oh, I have to get this, I have to look good, all about the image, and the other one is much more inexperienced and it sort of fears the rejection, but also feels like, I cannot say anything because I can ruin our relationship. is very different. I think that something is outside. This that I'm reading is not about where they are working. It's more about when they are together. There's tension. There's like something. There's a pull, you know. But there's also a lot of pride. So, you know, I don't know if maybe because one of them is older, the other one is younger, but there's power struggle definitely. But it's not that. It's not rejection. It's not like you. It's not like no. It's something. It feels magnetic. I'm going to sound like the song. I'm promoting the song. It sounds magnetic. Yes, it's different, but I sort of feel it in me. I feel it like, you know, this is not something is. So we should read for more. We should read for more because it feels real. It feels real. It feels like these people have blood in their veins, you know, like really very emotional, like their heartbeats, you know, whenever I sort of pull cards for the other one, you know, I sort of see the, you know, I don't know, maybe it's sexual attraction, maybe. Um, okay, let's get back to the Japanese people. For Takahiro Moriuchi, from One OK Rock. Wait. Takahiro Moriuchi. Wow. Wow. Powerful man, this guy. Wow. Wherever he's working on is so successful. Is so successful. Is he a father? Like also again, I'm asking about the father because I got the king, I got the King of Cups, and I see all these waters, and I'm like, is he a father? Like, is he like? I don't know why I feel like and also he had the Empress, so I don't know why I'm thinking about fertility. You know, it could be also a project, but I get like, are they fathers? Like, but wow, this guy, he got the Temperance twice. How is that possible? That he got the Temperance twice. So very successful, very successful. I'm so happy, like as if I was getting these cards myself. Okay, the Strength card for Takahiro. The Empress. Look at this beautiful Empress. In the middle, the Magician, so the guy definitely is in control. He's the creator. He's the one that moves things. He's the one that he's confident. You know, he's risky. He's adaptable. Ace of Cups and King of Cups. Remember that the first for Gackt, the Japanese singer, I also got the King of Cups. So I wonder if this is also someone that is like a collaboration. But yeah, like a lot of passion, a lot of projects. The guy is a winner. The guy is a winner, and he got from the other deck. He got the card of the Empress, and the keyword is nurture. So the guy is a creator. Like this year is going to be very, but very abundant for him, very prosperous. So again, could it be baby news? Could it be? I don't think he's a father. I'm not up to date. Ah. Yeah, like he's so like everything he does it's like it opens gates. Like he's so, and also he's so generous. You know, it's like he's a guy that he's like, okay, I have an idea, let's go and do this. And he's just he's so, I think that you know, starting with the Strength card and the Empress, I think that definitely he comes from maybe last year or months ago. Probably he felt like he couldn't produce or he couldn't create what he wanted to create, or he felt like he wasn't that abundant or that good enough, or that what he was creating it just wasn't being productive. And definitely this man, this person, is very worried about producing. There's something, I think that probably producing, it also has to do with him. He loves to live a good life, and he probably is. I don't see much here about work, but I think that he is a person that he has a very open vision. It's like if he has his own company, it's that he is the one that gives job offers to others, or he's like he puts his family to work, or he's like, okay, here, this is for you, like I give you this, like go work with this, I have an idea, let's expand on this. He's like the person that he sees possibilities. This is why he is a creator, because he sees possibilities even when we start the reading with the strength card. So I think that there's a part of the beginning of the spread is sort of is letting me know that maybe in the past he had to hold back a bit from being this empress, because either he was giving too much to others, or he was giving it for free, or he was sort of like not using his resources wisely. So there's something like about, because I see two empresses here. So when you're a producer, and you believe in yourself, and you're like, I always get, I always am successful, like I always get results, I am productive all the time. And this can also become a bit like, that you get too proud, you get too comfortable with the idea that you create, or that you nourish others, or that you are the provider, that you are the one that, it's like you feel like this flow is never ending, and it's like here for you, here for you. Like it seems like he's very generous, even with the strangers, I would say. But there's something here with the magician that I think that probably the magician is like, it's good that you want to give others, but let's work with what we have. It's not necessary for you to go and just do a lot for others, like, because you can run out of production. It can happen. You can have like a bad time, or or just going through, if this is creative process, you can go through a process where you just don't get an idea and you're just stuck. So definitely I see him working with something new, with someone. This is like a new beginning with someone. Is he straight? I don't know, because I see this Ace of Cups. So, I think that he's very loving. He has love for everyone. And there's this person that is very close to him. So, I wonder if he's generous also in that aspect. I think that, yeah, he needs the counterpart more like sensitive. Yeah, maybe a bit bi. Because I see someone very sensitive, that is like a friend, it's like a friend. He definitely sees it like a friend, but maybe the person has feelings, because I see like the person sort of like being very devoted to him. It's like, okay, whatever you want, I will be by your side, too devoted, I'm like, Yeah, 10 of Cups. Yeah, or could be a family member. Could be a family member that also is working with him or is working for him. but someone that is very attached to him, is very attached. But I think that it makes sense because the guy is so prosperous. And all his cards are so vibrant. Like, I don't see, they are full of energy. Like, I don't see this guy having any doubts. He doesn't have a doubt. He just has to regulate a bit his excitement for creation. He has to regulate it a bit because I think that he's too abundant, and he probably is like, oh, it will always be like this. No, yeah, you are actually very lucky. Like, you are very, like, it's just that he is a creator. It seems like it's not just that he's a creator. He's also like a salesperson. He can have very little, but he knows how to sell it to you. So even if this is like an idea, if this is like him being an artist, I see him like just, being really good at convincing people. Is like, buy my product, buy what I do, because he's so authentic. He's so authentic. It's just that I see more like he is very much on his own, giving to others, and this is why I see people being very attached to him, because he seems like a very, I don't know, someone said that he's an Aries, because he gives me very Venusian vibes, even though I can see the Martian energy in here. I can see that he is a boss, that he is his own person, but at the same time, I think that he is like the breadwinner. He's like the one that gives jobs to others. So sometimes, it seems like it's always him, the one that provides, and who gives it back to him. I think that when you are a guy like this, you definitely, I'm sure he has a lot of friends. I'm sure he has a lot of friends. Because he seems like the guy that is always surrounded by the nicest things, the cool things, everything is new, everything is fancy, everything is luxurious, it's all very open, and he's like, yeah, you're my friend, come, let's enjoy the good life. And I don't know why, I don't get cards of losing, because he also got the Empress, but I see him like in charge of everything. I see him alone in charge of everything. And I sort of also see a community or a family just depending on him. This could be his family, like I said, this could be a sibling, someone. But it's like everyone is like so dependent on him. But, so if he's an Aries, sometimes the Aries person, they can get depressed or they can run out of energy as well. But I just think that he's always ready to put on a show. It's like he has this very eccentric personality. So it's like he never stops performing. But definitely he's very successful. He's going to continue being very successful. I just would, I sort of see him very lonely. Like, I see that he is the one that makes things happen, and like he gives a good life and experience to everyone. But I worry about it, because I'm like, yeah, but when all these things run out, are they going to keep loving you the same? Yeah, it's like they follow him. Yeah, because he got the Empress twice. So, I'm so tired. Like, his energy is so. Okay, this is the next. Okay, for Xiao, Xiao San. I don't know why I think about NCT Chinese members, and I'm like, they will be here like teaching me how to say it. Xiao San. I can sort of imagine Zhenle or Renjun. Xiao Zhan. They have a very distinctive accent. I don't know who asked for him. I only wrote down the name. Xiao Zhan. Who is Xiao Zhan? The Ace of Cups today is on fire. Another one that is we have the Justice, the Judgment. Like, what is going on? Legal battles as well. Legal battles. Also, another one that has to defend himself. Another person that has to defend himself. Like, he's loved. Definitely he's loved. He has the love of people. But still the Judgment is in the middle. So something about the people he associates with, he has to change. Yeah. Six of Swords, is this? I never remember the Six of Wands. Six of Wands. Yeah, I think that, well, for him, we start with the Justice, Ace of Cups, the Judgment, Ace of Pentacles, and Seven of Wands. So, yeah, and from the other deck, he has the Six of Wands, Believe and Succeed. So yeah, at the end, he's going to win. He's going to win this. He's going to win this. But I think that he needs to renew. He needs to renew his, like, I think he was very lucky at the beginning because we have the Judgment and the Ace of Cups. So it seems like he's, if there was justice involved or he was waiting for things to be fair or to be on his side, definitely, the scale was on his side, and probably people love him very much. So there's this sense of forgiveness, also like it's righteous. What he has is righteous, and probably he has reestablished like how people view him or what they believe of him. But in the middle with the card of the Judgment, I still think that he needs to, either he needs to forgive himself or he needs to forgive others, because I feel like it had been heavy, even though maybe he won something or he's doing well, but the Ace of Pentacles, and again the Seven of Wands, there could be some accusations come back again to sort of want to damage his moment or interrupt his moment, and he will have to get on the defensive again. It's going to be successful, nevertheless. And also, I think that with the Ace of Pentacles, there's a possibility that if there's a scandal or accusations, it's like at the end, it's going to benefit his fame. I don't know if it's because people are going to talk about him or they're going to hire him in more dramas or what. But it seems like he's able to turn this into opportunity, into goal or into promotion. So it's not like, like, oh my God, like everyone is fighting me, I don't see the way out. No, but I think that this year is not the year where he's entirely over with this Judgment. Maybe there's people that don't forget certain things about him, or if there was something being said, it's like we don't forget. So, whenever you are near to have a new scandal, we will be there to judge you. But also the judgment, I feel like also the judgment is a sort of wake-up call for him. Is like, have you really been fair? How have you been living your life? The judgment is like, okay, the karma is coming, but, have you been a good person? Like, how have you been behaving lately? It's a sort of, it's like the justice and the judgment are both different, but I think that the judgment is like, open your eyes and see that this, if he had been having some issues with the audience or with people, there's this feeling of like, this is not a coincidence that this is happening to you. This is happening because you need to learn from this. You need to wake up and pay attention. Because it's supposed to give him a brand new vision about how he has been living his life. It's not the end. It's not like, oh, there comes the transformation, there comes the end. No, but I think that he needs to open his eyes. There's a lot of realizations that he has to do in order for not get caught in the same mistakes over and over. But at the end, we have the Six of Wands that says, believe and succeed. So if he believes in himself, or if he believes that he's a very righteous person, he's like, I thought about my past actions, and I know I'm a good person. I know I didn't do anything wrong. I stand by this, that I'm a good person. I believe I can come back from this. He's definitely going to be successful. And whatever he does, like his new projects are going to be very successful. But he has to learn, also the Six of Wands, the keyword here says believe and succeed. So in order for you to succeed, you first have to believe in yourself. So the Judgment probably is a card that in the middle is like, do you really believe in yourself, or are you still carrying with some guilt? So he has to, sort of purge everything negative from the past in order to advance. Not to pretend like, oh yeah, I'm fine, yeah, like let's get back to work, and then the same issues come up every day, every time. Virgo moon on fire. Nirvana in fire. I have to watch that, Nirvana in fire. Remember that fanfic story you posted on this one? I don't remember that fanfic story. Ah, the Stephanie Su reading. Oh, he is dead. Oh. Oh, wow. I didn't know. Wow. Yeah, no doubt he fears judgment, literally. Yeah, but it's still there. Okay, I'm going to continue with Ado, Japanese artist. Now I'm going to have to review Stephanie Su's story. Adult. Okay, Ado, Japanese artist. Is he a she or a he? It sort of sounds like a she. I don't know why I got from this card. It was supposed to be from the other one. Well, at the end, the deck wanted to work. I was sort of leaving it from aside because I was like, no, I don't feel like shuffling this. And it got in Ado's reading, so yeah. From Ado, we start with the Five of Swords, the Emperor, Three of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Lovers, and Eight of Swords. Yeah, and another one that is, if she is a woman, I think that she definitely fights with the feminine. Like, she is her own boss. There's something with the Emperor in here that she's like, you know, she's very, it's not that she's aggressive, but I think that she knows how to, she's very used to the female, not the female, the male scene. So she could be a female, but she has a strong, I don't know if she's an Aries. It could be that she's an Aries, but there's something like, okay, I have to stand on my own. I have to defend myself. I have to defend my ground. You know, she's also very prideful, and she knows how to put boundaries. You know, it's like, okay, you will not make me do things that I don't want to do. She starts with the Five of Swords, so definitely she also comes from you know, her having very nasty discussions with people, or probably people in power, because she's a Scorpio Sun. Because there's something about her winning an argument or winning a battle against someone. In the middle, we have the Three of Pentacles and also the Chariot. So, you know, I see that she's working in a collaboration with someone, and she's going to release it very soon, because we have the Chariot and the Lovers. So it's like now. It's like it's on the way. It's on the way. But yeah, like someone said in here, she keeps her appearance hidden. Definitely, I do see it here, because I see the Three of Pentacles, but I don't, like, I see her advance, and I see her like collaborating with people, but I don't see her. Like, I don't feel her, like, I feel her energy in the final result, but I don't see her. Like, I don't see her. I only know that she's very overprotective of her own way of working, and also her own material. She's very, very protective, very stubborn. She's like, okay, she fights people, definitely. She's very outspoken. This is why I was like, she gives me very like masculine vibes. I don't know why, but I sort of think that she's like this because I don't know if maybe in the past she was betrayed or someone stole something from her. So she's like, you know, I have to defend myself. I have to be like this. I have to attack first, because, you know, this industry is like this with me. So this is someone that she went through a lot in this industry. So she's tough. She's tough because the industry has made her like this, you know, sort of resistant to trusting people. She doesn't relax. Also, the Chariot and the Lovers, I sort of like see her like advancing with the project, but also the Lovers is like, it's like very ambiguous. Yes, like I work with someone or I did something for someone, but yeah, it's like it's not that big of a deal. Actually, it's not. Probably she doesn't do it for the fame, or she doesn't do it for money. You know, there's I don't know. Maybe she's very successful and she doesn't need the money that much, but because I don't see like a need for I need the money. You know, when you are or you have a hunger for recognition. No, I don't see it for her. I see her that she's just, you know, she probably feels like she has a very like average position, like she is like her days are very routinary, and she's fine with that. She's fine with that. You know, it's not about her shining. Yeah. Yeah, the lovers and the wall card. Yeah, I think that she definitely wants to share her creation, you know, with as much people as possible. You know, the wall card is like, okay, let's expand. But yeah, probably she's a bit tired. She's a bit tired. Yeah, 5 of Wands. I think that she's working because she has to sort of deliver something. Maybe she has some work pendant, and she's like, okay, here, this is for you. Use it like you want to. Because you know, this is very interesting that I got this from this deck. I got this card, the 8 of Swords. So I wonder mentally how she's doing. You know, because I think that she is free. I would say she is successful. But probably when it comes to her mind, she feels very restricted from time to time. It's like she has her moments of, I believe she sabotages herself a lot. It's like she could do more, or she could be much more successful, but she doesn't want it. She doesn't want to get out of where she is. It's like she's stuck somewhere, mentally. So I wonder if if she has like some trauma, or if she has some anxiety, or if she has some mental health issue that somehow is like, you know, someone was, of you guys, you were telling me that she doesn't show herself. So I think that she's like, you know, don't move me from here. Like I'm used to my own suffering. Like leave me here with my pain. I know my pain. You know, I know I'm comfortable with my restrictions. She knows she's powerful. She knows she can make greater things, but she's like, I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm okay. I'm okay here. I'm okay. I have to look for her. See, we are all learning here. This is cool because we are learning about, you know, different Chinese dramas, like dramas from Thailand, BLs. So yeah, Japanese rock, Japanese artists. It's so cool. I love it. Okay, last one is Hyde, my bias hero, my bias idol. Hyde. We love Hyde. Also, I'm going to write it down here. What's his birth chart of Hyde? Oh wait, wait, guys. I keep talking and then the time sounds. Okay, for Hyde, I'm going to pull some cards. Oh, okay. He got a lot of cards. A lot of cards. He had a lot of cards. Mhm. Oh, wow. Aqua Sun, Gemini Moon. Yeah, it does make sense. He's a Scorpio rising. He looks like he looks so much like. Why do I get two cards for him? Like, like he's so like I don't know why you know that usually you know the other day we were talking about people so taking jumpers jumping cars and be like oh I don't believe like oh there's a spirit or some energy that is like I probably myself I feel like excited and this is why I shuffle fast and the cards come up. But every time they come up with this force, it sort of means that the person wants a message and he wants extra cards. So I take it. He wants to chat like a Gemini moon he is. He wants to chat. He wants to tell me everything. Okay, for Hyde, we start with the Eight of Swords. Ace of Cups. This Ace of Cups has been like, the protagonist today. The Ace of Cups. Ace of Swords, very passionate man. The Empress, very creative man. Very much he loves beauty. He loves beautiful women, everything beautiful. Three of Cups, he also loves threesomes. He loves everything free. And the Knight of Swords. And from the from this other deck, he got the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Cups. So yeah, it's very interesting. Hyde is very interesting. I would say, yeah, his life and his everyday and everything that he does is the typical life of an artist. Definitely, he goes through, mood swings. I would say where he feels everything so extreme. This is why I get so many cards. It's like he probably is someone that if he consumes something, he consumes in excess. He's so magnetic, he's so beautiful, like but there's also starting with the Eight of Swords, I think that I don't know about his life, but I wouldn't be like shocked if the guy started his life feeling very restricted, very young, or feeling even, I don't know if he was poor when he was growing up, or he had, lived a very poor life, or a life with a lot of like poverty, or just feeling like he didn't have enough, and also dealing with some losses or some restrictions. I think that definitely he's a Gemini moon, so we start with swords and we end the reading with swords, so his mind plays a huge protagonism in his reading. And I think that even though he lives the fast life, I would say that his life is so entertaining. He's always surrounded by people. He's always creating something new. He's always in a place that is very loud, with a lot of music, a lot of like feeling very, in full ecstasy, like so, it's not motivated, the word that I'm looking for. It's more like stimulated. He's a guy that he's always stimulated. But at the same time, he sort of, there are moments where he hurts himself and others, with words. Either he doesn't say what he really means, or when he says something, he usually hurts people. Because we have the Knight of Swords. So the guy can have the best time with you. He can go out and have some drinks with you and buy you a lot of things, and everything is so happy, is so fancy, and it's party all day. And then everything ends up in a fight. Because he is like this. He's a sort of, I don't know why I get the word wild child. He is a wild child. He's like a nomad. He doesn't belong anywhere. He doesn't have, like, this is why he doesn't have pentacles in here. He doesn't have this. He lives the fast life. It's like, okay, when this is over, I'll be gone. But on the meanwhile, I'm going to live fast. I'm going to live fast, like high emotions, welcoming new people, being friends with others, just like being friends with foreigners, just doing crazy things. Like, I want to live a life of possibilities, because we started reading with the Eight of Swords. So definitely, this is why I wanted to say, like, he comes from a background, maybe an education or maybe a family system where he was so restricted. He was so restricted in his mind, maybe in his behavior, maybe the people that raised him were very structured, so they were like, you shouldn't be like this, you shouldn't do like this, shut up, don't say, don't do, don't, and he's like, no, I love to create. I am a creator. I create. I open my heart and I create. And I'm a savage, because he is the ace one, so he's so passionate. He's like so passionate. He loves to create and destroy what he creates. He is like this. He's like this. See, then from these other cards, he also got the nine of swords. That in here it says darkest fears, and we have the eight of cups, that also it says moving on. So, he's trying to get rid of his suffering and probably his memories. He has a lot of nightmares. He has a lot of nightmares from the past. This is what I wanted to say. He definitely comes from a very restrictive environment, but he decided to live the life on the opposite. It's like he lived the extremes, the extreme poverty or just limitations, to the other side of everything is possible, let's just have fun, let's live today, let's go out, let's drink, let's hang out with beautiful women, with beautiful people. I am beautiful, I am abundant, like everything is like there's no limit for him. No, this is why I think that he behaves like a child. It's like, I don't see that he's the guy that you can repress, because he doesn't want to go back to this. He doesn't want to be repressed anymore in his life ever again. Actually, he fears this. He fears to be restricted. Maybe this also has to do with relationships, because I think that he had always been successful with women. There could be a woman in his life, a wife maybe, but I also see the Three of Cups. So if there's an official wife, then there's these other ladies that are also part of his life, of the part. I see that he's not alone, and he definitely is not a guy that just settled with just one person. Definitely he has probably if he has a wife, or if he has like a mother of his children, if he has children, is like this beautiful woman that is like untouchable, but he doesn't feel like, he admires her and respects her, but he still has the drive to go out with other people. So yeah, he's unstoppable. So yeah, this year, more creation, more collaborations, just hanging out with people, maybe fighting with some people also. I can see him just, creating a bit of chaos here and there, maybe saying something also a bit controversial. But yeah, I feel that he's resisting that. When you say, I don't know how old he is, but that there's people that are like, at your age, maybe you should slow down. Well, you shouldn't say that to Hyde, because he's not going to take it. It's like, what? No, I will never come down. Never. Wow, this was fun. This was so much fun. Like, I feel alive, guys. I feel like alive. I don't know if maybe it has been a while since I actually got connected with these people that, I don't know, they're just open to, I don't know, the cards feel much more open. You know what I don't get that much from the list of people that I did today? I don't feel the fear of the others, how the others are going to see what I do. You know, it's like, of course, they're worried about their careers. You know, they're worried about being judged. You know, I mentioned this for some, but it's like, it's not like I'm really sad. You know, like, oh my God, I cannot advance. If I feel like there's something about Korean artists that they just cannot make decisions by themselves. You know, it's like, it seems like their life is not theirs to live, you know. And for these people, I felt like a much more freedom, you know, and much more like fluency. Yes. Yes, it's yeah. They don't care. They're in a different atmosphere. Okay, guys. Yeah, I did this today because tomorrow I have a birthday and I have to be early. I have to be actually at for lunch because it's going to be a celebration it's going to be like a lunch celebration for a birthday for my friend. So yeah, I have to be there at 12 p.m. Is it p.m.? Yeah, 12 p.m. I hope it doesn't rain because it has been raining. So yeah, I have to, you know, leave early my house. So yeah, this is why I wanted to do this today. Okay, guys, this was great. Thank you so much for joining. Yes. If you keep, guys, the recommendation, we should do more BL. That was very interesting. The BL, guys, definitely was very interesting. I felt the passion. Definitely, they have interactions that are. I think that there's something going on. It's that I don't feel it like cold, no, not I'm against this, But I wonder how they maybe they develop something while they are working or while they are rehearsing. I don't know how they work, but yeah, it's interesting. So yeah, maybe next time also we could do some Japanese actors. You know, the ones that we know, the famous ones. Talking about this, I started last week a Japanese drama that is on Netflix that is called Destiny, and it's good. I mean, it's good to watch, but the bad thing is that it's one episode per week. It's one episode every Thursday. They release one episode. When I finished the premiere of last week, I was so disappointed. I was like, don't tell me I have to wait 1 week. Like, I already forgot what I was watching. I don't know why they do that. But I like the way the acting a bit. The actor remind me a bit of Yuta, NCT Yuta, my bias. In the face, he's sort of a bit similar. So. Yes, like telenovelas. Isn't that normal? I don't know. I was just so spoiled because remember when we used to, for example, remember Alice in Borderland? They released the whole season. We didn't have to wait. Now with Netflix, it's becoming less common. Yeah, I know. But Netflix now is doing it as well. So I don't know what's... I don't know. and I have a lot of conflicts with Netflix. I'm like, I'm going to cancel it, then I hire it again, and then I cancel it, and then no, guys. Okay, I'm going to go, guys. Have a great weekend. Have a great night tonight, and thank you so much for being here, for keeping me company. Thank you so much for your feedback, for being here, listening to me. Yeah, and I will see you on Wednesday. Thank you so much. Bye.